My name is Lisa Henderson. I used to live up in Altadena, and I have my business down here in South Pass. Our office manager lost her home on the corner of just near Palm and Fair Oaks. I'm an architect. I specialize in historic restoration and preservation, and I've been doing this for almost a quarter of a century, specifically up in your area in my old neighborhood. We do constantly work where we're preserving obsessively, yes, but 90% of our work is actually building new and merging the old and the new. So I am here to support you guys. We're giving consultations free of charge. We're going to do a whole kind of town hall meeting to help you understand what those rebuilding and what the designs mean in terms of the requirements for the county for their like for like program, and then having to do things with, like you had said earlier about the savings comes in numbers in terms of resurveying your entire street and all the things that need to happen the minute that your stuff and your debris is cleared. But to Elliot's point, yeah, it's never going to be exactly the same. And to Michael's point, we're not going to want to take and get the spaghetti thin, 3/4 material that's long 20 foot. We don't have that in the forests anymore, and we won't want to deplete that. But there's a lot of ways with current technology, current materials, that it doesn't take the soul out, and it really continues to have that there. And so for anyone who wants any meetings, I'll be Mijanu and her spouse that live up in the area still and lost their home are on this meeting as well. And we're here to help. We're here to give you no cost advice in terms of how to move forward so that you feel like you're informed. As far as the kit homes and the Jane's Cottage, again, there's a like for like program in terms of the submittals that's going to be happening with the city, and we're working closely with the city. I think I forgot to even mention at the beginning, I'm actually the one that made Historic Highlands about 20 years ago. So I'm really familiar with it. I started off as a grad student making on the team to make Bungalow Heaven a landmark district. So there's a lot of knowledge in our office, and we're really committed to making sure that the soul that you're talking about is what I see and I feel when I go into these buildings and these homes, that I'm helping and advising you in any way I can so that you're feeling informed and that you feel like you know where you're going. And that's also to say, Elliot, if you want to have something that's super tricked out technology, or you want to have like a modern version of a mid-century modern that's 2025, you're able and allowed to do that. But I think what Michael's talking about is not having the soul gone, not having it look like an Orange County that's just slapped up and everything has an orange peel on the inside of the walls, and it's done
Oh, yeah,
with
I agree
materials,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, it's no one wants, but I think um, I'm just concerned about like even with the like for like program. Does that mean building the home the same way it was built before is
No,
the
it doesn't.
prioritized, or it's about square footage?
No,
Yeah, it's about your footprint.
Yeah.
And we can do a town hall meeting that's not this one. I know, Michael, you want to get people up to be there in an hour now, so I can definitely make myself available and be part of your group in any way you would be willing to accept me in terms of my advisorship, and we can thing on all the ins and outs of what does the design, what do you physically see in terms of what you're allowed to have, and how you can either replicate or do it with materials, and like the gentleman who's the attorney said, with numbers comes the strength and the lower pricing. So yes, having a contractor do 5 houses in that particular neighborhood and buying all the materials at the same time and having a lower price point for whatever the windows and doors are and the paint, that's going to help. And we've already been talking with our civil engineer to make sure that if they're surveying an entire block, they've dealt with the Woolsey fire. There's going to be 20 civil engineers out there. It's not one person or one group trying to monopolize anything. They work together as teams, but them doing an entire block, you're going to have all that work done faster because it's all adjacent to you, and your price points for your own resurveying are going to be lower. So having that knowledge and having that is power, it's going to help everybody.